I'll try to give you a little rundown of what I saw when we just got back from Cuba. It was an incredible trip. We traveled 6,000 kilometers in 11 days in a Jeep, going through rivers, over mountains, and visiting all of our church plants from the very far east of Cuba to the far west of Cuba, and the north coast and the south coast and in between. Um, Close to 60 church plants right now. We've had over that, but some of them have been organized. But it was so exciting to see that the impact of our relationship with Farm Stew has already begun to bear fruit. And we were just amazed at wherever we went, we saw gardens and we saw people that had more space planting more. And we saw people with almost no space doing something, planting a few plants and having a few fresh things. And it was really, really cool. And everyone spoke very highly of the training that you and Elizabeth have provided and said it's truly been wonderful. As you know, we don't want farming to be the sum total of our work, because God has laid it on our hearts to um, bring relief to suffering people throughout all of the unreached cities of Cuba, and ultimately to start fellowships, introduce people to Jesus, and raise up churches of people worshiping and vibrant people, communities ready to meet Jesus at his coming. That's our goal. But to see the impact that we're having. Let me tell you about one 22-year-old. He is working. His name is Luis Miguel. He's working in the town of Siboney, and he is planting food and giving away to people that are in need. I'll tell you about another couple, Danielis and Gustavo, in the town of Pons on the opposite end of the island in the east. In the far west. And they are growing some food, but also quite a lot of medicinal plants. And they have been so successful in helping people with these medicinal plants, as well as some food, that the medical clinic, the little small hospital and clinic in that town across the street from them, sends patients over that they know that can be helped when they don't have any other medicines or anything, and that's been really, really neat. Another thing was very, very impactful in the town of Florencia. We have two workers there, Ariel and Ade, and they have been feeding 65 families per week. And they have been doing this for months throughout COVID. The government was so blown away by it, they came actually to investigate, because you're not allowed to buy food any more than just for your own family. So they came to investigate and said, rather harshly, where are you getting this food? And he said, I'm growing part of it, and the rest of it I'm buying from you. Would you like to help? He said to the communist official. You have to know Ariel, he's very blunt. And, and the guy was kind of taken back. He didn't know what to say. And he says, that's our job to feed the people. That is not your job. And Ariel responded, he says, but you're not doing it, and there's hungry people. And the guy didn't have any response for that either. Ultimately, the government was so impressed with what they're doing. He showed him his garden that he's planting, and he has a very small property, but he's just using it intensively. And Ariel went to the Communist Party officer because he wanted to make a baptistry. He had so many people wanting to be baptized. He baptized 45 3 Sabbaths ago, all from the food kitchen, and from one blind guy in the bus station that he helped and ultimately got surgery, and he sees again now. But anyway, all of this is so much coming from the blessing that just the practical gospel of ministering to people's real needs has made throughout the country. And the impact of Farm Stew has been wonderful. We're very grateful to God Um, as you know, we went into the relationship a little bit nervous. We're not used to the formality of the way that you like to do business with a formal memorandum of understanding and an agreement of what party will do what. So we were like, okay, what is this? But ultimately, it's been a great relationship, and we have benefited, and I believe the people of Cuba have benefited, and I truly believe the Lord's work has benefited.